Yeah, and hello, this is Don Ames again, and this is another Guess What's in the Picture, and you can certainly bet that it has something to do with energy savings. What we'd like to talk to you about today is some of the tools that are used by an energy auditor in order to do the testing that is necessary on your home to learn where energy savings are really available. You've heard a lot about blower doors and doing the pressure test on a home, so this first picture is a blower door set up in the front door of this house. We can see that we have a big fan down here at the bottom, and we've got a tube running outside to the outside of the home, a plastic tube, and it runs up here to our manometer, which is our electronic gauge, and then we have another tube running to the fan. And what this instrument does is tell us, as it pumps air out of the house, how hard the fan has to work in order to maintain a certain decompression of the home. And that allows us to have a figure on how leaky the home is. So this is a blower door, and we can see our manometer and our gauge and our technician here using the fan dial in order to speed up or slow down the fan. Let's go to the next slide now, and we're going to look at what we call the duct blaster. So we've got the blower door in the previous picture. Now this is the duct blaster, and what we have here is another fan, and we have this tube that the air goes through, and we have it taped off and connected to a return air duct at this home. So by going around the whole house and taking tape and sealing off the heating registers and taping them off, and then by putting this fan onto the return air duct, we can crank up the fan and blow air into the duct system. And in the same process, by attaching our manometer, our electronic gauge here, we can determine how hard this fan has to work in order to keep a certain air pressure inside the ducts, and that lets us know how leaky the ducts are. So this is a very valuable tool for the energy auditor, particularly when you consider that in my neck of the woods, a leaky duct system is oftentimes one of the great energy wasters and is also very cost effective in repairing and sealing those heating ducts. Let's go to one more picture now, and I'd like to just take a close-up of this manometer. This is our pressure gauge. It's called a DG700. And this is the instrument that measures pressure difference. So we'd have one tube, the clear tube here, running to either outside the home or inside the ducts, depending on whether we're working with the duct blaster or the blower door. And then the other tube, the red tube, would go to the fan. Right at the moment, by the fan rheostat and speeding up or slowing down the fan, we bring what we call to a pressure of 50 pascals decompression, or 50 pascals of compression, of pressure. And then we can read on the other side here what the air leakage is in cubic feet per minute. So we've got 50 pascals, and in this particular test, we're leaking out 168 cubic feet of air per minute. So this is the blower door, and this is the duct blaster. It goes together with the DG700 or another type of manometer gauge, and this is what an energy auditor uses to do a pressure test on your home for air leakage and a pressure test on your heating ducts, again for air leakage. This has been Don Ames. I hope you've enjoyed another Guess What's in the Picture. Have yourself an energy efficient day.